Hello there, Johnny One Take here, and it's very nice to talk to you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. And today I just went and started doing like dumbbell rows, which I haven't done in 3 years because it's like, why? I was like, I'm bored. I want to do something I don't usually do. And so I started like maxing out the dumbbells and whatnot. It was actually fun because I never used to get the contraction in the back, especially the lats, especially the lower lats. Today I tried it. I just grabbed the dumbbells and it's like fireworks and confetti going off. I felt I did this little twisting motion when it's like this, and I just did this, like this slight twist at the end. It just lit up my lower lat, and I get the most excruciating contraction in my lower lat. It's almost like a cramping. It's such a nice squeeze. I'm like, what happened there? And it's like, first of all, you develop some muscle. Second of all, the more you use a muscle, the more you start to feel this. So I've been crushing weighted pull-ups for a while now. I've started incorporating some rows on the machine because I like to max out the machine. I want to get some ego lifting in. It's not really ego lifting for me. It's like fun lifting, right? I don't care about ego. I don't care about like lifting heavy weights. It's just fun for me. If light weights are fun for me, I would lift light weights. But it's not. It's boring for me. So, unless I'm doing like a zillion reps, which I don't have the time to do that. So it was pretty fun. And I was like, okay, there's something to this. When something starts to get boring, I honestly did it because I wanted to lift heavy in a new exercise. I didn't do it to gain muscle or something. I was like, you know what? I want to try something new to lift heavy on that. That's it. I just wanted to progress on another exercise. If it's not fun, you're not going to stick with it long term. It's kind of like hopping on a diet and you hate it. It's like, when we don't make progress on something, or we feel stuck, we cannot be consistent in something. It's usually because we're focusing too much on what we like, the results, the details. We're trying to be too perfect. It's like, oh my God, am I losing 5 pounds of fat? It's like, it doesn't matter, because if you hate the diet, as soon as you get off it, you delete all your progress. That doesn't feel good. It feels like, man, I just wasted my time and effort. I suffered for no reason. The biggest thing, people can suffer for a reason. We can suffer for a goal, for some kind of reward. Suffering for nothing is the most brutal thing you can do. It's kind of the same thing with training. All my life I've been on for 1 year, off for 1 year, because the programs I was following, I didn't really enjoy that much, to be honest. And I was a moron too, but it's like, most importantly, what I do now is I just have fun. Like, I don't do anything bad. I don't have any bad habits. I don't drink, don't smoke, don't do these things. So gym for me, lifting heavy, yes. For me, it's like having the gin and tonic after work. It's having the cigar. It's like, which I smoke cigars from time to time, but it's like having the Netflix. It's the relaxation part of my day, which is like, oh, aren't you going to the gym to be intense? It's like, there's something very relaxing about lifting heavy. Like, the intensity of it actually calms me down so much. And I know some of you know exactly what I mean. And it's like, if you're bored, switch things up. If you're not making progress, switch things up and do something for fun. This is something I learned from Eric Bugenhagen, who, if you watch his new video, he's always maxing out something. He's always maxing out some weird exercise. He thinks of new exercises to max out. And I understand. I got the mindset. The most important part about going to the gym is to have fun. It has to be enjoyable. You gotta want to do it. We're not going there to suffer. Suffer? Bruh. I'm going there to feel like a normal human being. When you start going to the gym to have fun, and lifting heavy is fun. Like, if lifting light weights was fun, I would be doing this. I'm doing it because I want to have fun. It's not ego lifting. It's not trying to prove a point. And I'm not like maxing out by any means. I'm just lifting. I like the feeling of the weights. I just like to feel the weights. And I like to manhandle them, which is another thing that Eric Bugenhagen says. And he had a video a couple of years ago when he said, I never have a bad workout because I just try to max out something all the time. Maybe it's not deadlifts. Maybe it is hamstring curls or even wrist curls. Anything that you can max out to not have a bad workout. Like, sometimes you cannot hit a deadlift PR. You want it, it's not there. But you can hit some other form of PR. Why wouldn't you? Oh, because it's not on my program. Who cares if it's not on your program, bro? it's not on your program to play video games for 6 hours or jack off twice a day, but it's you still do this anyways. Like let let having extra sets in your program be your bad habit. Is it gonna hurt your performance a little bit? Maybe, yeah. Is it optimal? Maybe not, because I'm not doing the dumbbell rows to grow muscle. I'm doing them for my mind. It's like, because when you're doing this for fun and when it's enjoyable, it's not like, oh, I have to go to the gym. It's like, no, you will make time to go to the gym, because this is what gets you. This is what lets you be a normal human being. When you work 10 hours a day, you need some way to unwind, and it just does it for you. It is the most. Why are we so worried about making progress rather than having fun? And quite frankly, and honestly, there's something very profound about having fun, about doing things just for the fun. It's not to gain muscle or to, oh my God, I'm doing an extra isolation dumbbell row. When you do it just for the fun, there's something very, very like pure about it. There's something very enjoyable. It's like, let this be your bad habit. Let doing a couple extra sets be your bad habit. We all have other bad habits, so don't worry about this too much. And this is just another reinforcement that your other exercises are working, because the mind muscle connection you get just like translates over to this new exercise, which when you do an exercise that you don't do and you get nice pump, that's when your muscles are actually working well. And when you go back to your exercises, you appreciate this so much more. It's like, damn, my mind muscle connection really has improved, because it sneaks up on you. And I always know I get nasty back bumps, but when you do it on an exercise where you felt almost zero muscles and now you feel incredible contractions, there's something so, oh yeah, what I'm doing is working. It's such a nice pat on the shoulder, pat on the back. Why don't we do these things more often, man? Why don't we do things that just feel good more often? Why not? Like, everybody's like trying to be hardcore. It's like, oh my God, like, I'm no touch and go. I'm just gonna be the most perfect bench press with like the most robotic form. What's fun about that? I'm gonna do exactly 3 sets of 12 reps. What if I want to do 5 reps? What if I want to do 5 sets? What if I want to do 6 sets? Some days I'll be like, oh, my program calls for 5 sets. What is up with the reps? Like, what if your program calls for 5 sets and you're like, actually I feel like doing 7. Like, this is pretty good. I'm into this. Oh, you shouldn't. You're not supposed to hit a PR. You're supposed to work up to 80% of your max or 90%. And I've given up. I just don't worry about perfect exercise, perfect number of sets. I just want to manhandle some weight. I just want to go there, lift as heavy as I can without, while being safe. If you're enjoying something, it's not even suffering. Like, when you're going there and you're lifting heavy. If you ask the people who are the most consistent in the gym, for them it's not suffering. Even pain feels good. It's like it's all the same thing. It's all nice. It's all good. It's all vibing. They're just vibing with their bodies. That's all that's happening.